If you turn east at Island Center onto Cemetery Road and follow your nose, as my mother would say, you will eventually find the small community of Ellisport, located on Tramp Harbor. Ellisport was the first town platted on the island. These pilings supported the wharf, where as early as 1888, folks would, quote, escape from the noxious vapors and immoral influences of a crowded city, unquote, to attend Chautauquas, spiritual and educational programs. On clear days, you can see Mount Rainier and pop in your kayaks to explore the shoreline and shorebirds. Susan Lynch shares this poem about an iconic shorebird, the great blue heron. This poem is included in the book Heart of Vashon. Great blue, encouraged by love, hunting herring and surf smelt through spring and summer, seen along beaches, shady fringes of shore, icons of considered opinion, carrying crabs to nestlings. Where does the water go, leaving the harbor as if called by God, or the sweet smell of June? Stop your if only, and go with the lap and murmur of a light, quiet breeze, the essence of flow, of heron knowing, lessons in the weight, 1 foot curled in concentration. There is a sign where there is no heronry, commemorating it still. I love exploring Ellisport on foot. The homes are proudly maintained. Art pops up here and there. And the signs are amusing. From the upper road, the view encompasses all of Tramp Harbor, with Maury Island in the distance. Point higher, called KVI Beach by locals, is a favorite spot for dog walking, picnicking, splashing, and beachcombing at low tide. The following memories of growing up on Vashon by Tressa Azpiri can be illustrated with photos from this spot. When I was a kid in the 1960s and 70s, low tide lasted all day long. We ran in the warm, wet sand, dipped in the cold salt water, and held wedding ceremonies wearing seaweed gowns and veils. We built exceptional sand castles and marked our territories by carving a thick moat in the sand with a big stick. The stick became the flagpole, and no one was allowed to enter our territory without knowing the secret password. We chased crabs and played in the tide pools from early morning to late afternoon. Recently, I asked my mother, how is it that low tide lasted all day long when we were kids? Well, she replied with a smile, I sent you kids out to the beach as soon as the tide shifted. You played out there while the tide went out, while it was out, and all the while it came back in. That took all day. We slept in a long row of sleeping bags stretched across a canvas tarp. We watched falling stars dance across the sky and made wish after wish. We slumbered together night after night out on the beach where waves lapped the shore, and breathing sweet salt air was the nightly lullaby that rocked us to sleep. Today, with our spouses, partners, and children, we haul our sleeping bags to the beach and line up on tarps every 3rd of July. We share tears, s'mores, and joys around a beach fire, just as we did all through the years of growing up. At 5 a.m., we wake to the beautiful buzzing bees of the hydro race on the 4th of July, and we remember and smile. I enjoy bringing students to KVI Beach to teach them about the variety of marine habitats found here. From the high splash zone with sand verbena, beach roses, and nesting killdeer, to the protected salt marsh, seemingly lifeless in winter, but vibrant and productive in summer. Salicornia, known as pickleweed, is the primary food source for life here. The clear waters and sandy sediments allow healthy beds of eelgrass to grow and provide habitat for sea anemones, snails, and a multitude of invertebrates and small fish. The island's glacial origins is evident in the sea cliffs, which are used by nesting kingfishers and pigeon guillemots. The tiny seaside community of Klahani, located just north of KVI Beach, can only be accessed by a small private tram. Heading south from KVI are the protected waters of Tramp Harbor. Vashon Park District maintains the fishing pier, which is scenic at all times of day and in all types of weather. Margaret Roncone's lovely poem wraps up this portion of our island exploration. There is no sacred light captured here, just occasional wing flapping, a flock of geese feeding late afternoon, strutting slowly away at green low tide. Still, I know nothing of destination but here. I desire life to be a long sentence of sand prints written by the candlelight of desire. Everything, even tide and mud clinging to my feet, has a story.